Hello everyone. Today I will tell you a story. The story is titled, Tama Wakes Up While the House is Still Quiet. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you appreciate me. You can skip this if you don't and oppose. Like this video. Thank you very much. The story begins as follows. Today's vlog starts earlier than usual, so early that even time itself seems to be stretching and yawning. The house is still quiet, wrapped in that soft silence that only exists before morning officially begins. No traffic, no notifications, no rushing thoughts. Just stillness. And in that stillness, Tama wakes up. I don't hear him at first. Tama never wakes the day with noise. Instead, he opens his eyes slowly, as if he's checking whether the world is ready for him yet. His ears twitch gently. His tail stays perfectly still. He listens. Tama always listens first. The light sneaks into the room through a tiny gap in the curtains, painting a thin golden line across the floor. Tama notices it immediately. He lifts his head, squints, and then gives a small stretch, front paws forward, back curved, the kind of stretch that looks like it belongs in a yoga vlog. If I were awake enough, I'd probably copy him. He hops down from his bed and pads softly across the floor. His paws barely make a sound. Tama moves like he understands that the quiet is precious, like something fragile that shouldn't be broken too quickly. He pauses near the door, looks back at me sleeping, and tilts his head. For a moment, it feels like he's checking on me, making sure I'm still there, still safe. Instead of waking me, Tama chooses patience. He sits near the window, watching the outside world slowly come into focus. A bird hops along the fence. A leaf falls. Somewhere far away, a motorbike starts. But here, inside the house, peace still rules. This is Tama's time, his calm hour. And without knowing it, he's already teaching a lesson about slowing down, about being present, about greeting the day with gentleness instead of urgency. When I finally wake up, the first thing I see is Tama sitting beside the bed. He doesn't bark. He doesn't jump. He just looks at me with those soft, knowing eyes, as if to say, "Good morning. Take your time." I grab my phone instinctively, but Tama's tail thumps once against the floor, slow and deliberate. It's not demanding, just a reminder. I put the phone down. We walk into the kitchen together. The light is brighter now, but the house still holds onto its calm. I make coffee. Tama sits near my feet, not begging, not restless, just there. His presence feels grounding, like an anchor keeping me from drifting into stress too early. As I pour his food into the bowl, Tama waits. He always waits. He looks at me, then at the bowl, then back at me. Only when I nod does he start eating. It's a small ritual, but it feels meaningful. A shared understanding. Mutual respect. After breakfast, we sit by the window again. I sip my coffee. Tama watches the world. A neighbor opens a gate. The street slowly wakes up. Life begins to hum. I start talking to the camera, whispering so I don't break the mood. This isn't an exciting vlog. There's no big event, no dramatic story. Just a quiet morning with Tama. And somehow, that feels like more than enough. Tama leans against my leg. His warmth is real, steady. He doesn't need words to communicate comfort. He simply exists beside me, fully present. In a world that constantly pulls our attention in 1,000 directions, Tama's way of living feels revolutionary. He reminds me that love doesn't always have to be loud. Sometimes, love is just choosing to stay. As the house slowly fills with noise and the day officially begins, I realize that this quiet morning with Tama isn't just a routine, it's a lesson. Tama teaches me that waking up early isn't about productivity, it's about awareness. He shows that listening before acting can change the tone of an entire day. By respecting the silence, he creates space for calm, for connection, for gratitude. In our modern lives, we often rush. We check our phones before we check our feelings. We speak before we listen. Tama does the opposite. And because of that, he lives in harmony with the house, with me, with the world around him. The relationship between humans and animals is powerful because it's honest. Animals don't pretend. They don't multitask their love. When we slow down enough to meet them at their pace, we learn how to live more fully ourselves. So here's the takeaway for today. Wake up gently when you can. Sit in silence, even for 5 minutes. Pay attention to the living beings around you, human or animal, and offer them presence instead of distraction. Treat animals not just as companions, but as teachers, because sometimes The best guide to a better life doesn't speak at all. Sometimes, it just sits beside you and waits.